Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present about our mini project. Okay, my name is Sharifah Syahidah binti Said Abu Bakar and my group member is Muhammad Hafiz bin Uthman, Norazima binti Muhammad Basir, Nur Aisyah binti Ahmad Nur, Nur Amelina binti Muhammad Zaki, and the last one Muhammad Wan Haki bin Wan Abidah Fairuz. Okay, for chapter 1, first introduction. We are assigned to conduct research study to measure the level of usage and acceptance of full online classes among the students of Faculty of Applied Science and Technology, FAST, University Tunku on Malaysia. We conducted a survey using qualitative approach and used questionnaire form to be distributed to the faculty study. Okay, for the background of research. Formal teaching in the classroom has indeed been expected to be accomplished with a complete sequencing process from start to finish. However, the lecturer's guidance on students in college is something that is not formal and does not go through a systematic process. Okay, next we go to our research objective. For our first research objective, identify the level of readiness of Faculty of Applied Science and Technology of students on the use of FOC in the teaching and learning activities. Our second objective is understand the level of understanding of the student of the Faculty of Applied Science and Technology on the 21st century learning technology. And our third objective is evaluate the FOC full online classes, acceptance factor and the perception of student facilities among Faculty of Applied Science and FAST Technology. And our last objective is review the likelihood of student behavior toward full online classroom acceptance in teaching and learning activities as a learning medium for the 21st century. Next, we go to our research question. Okay, we have two research questions. For first research question is, are students at FAST faculty know the use of FOC is one of the 21st century teaching and learning activity? And our second question is, what is the acceptance factor of Faculty of Applied Science of FAST in the use of FOC in teaching and learning activities at UTHM. Next, we go to our scope of the research. Okay, we have 144 respondents selected from FAST, and this study is a quantitative approach. And the instrument we use in this study is a questionnaire consists of 3 parts: section A, B, and section C. Okay, next we go to the diagram of conceptual of research.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Norazima binti Muhammad Basir, and now we move to chapter 2. In chapter 2, we got a methodology study. This study is a collection study using questionnaire instrument as a collection of research information. This study is to get the view and information from the respondent on the use and acceptance of the full online classroom in learning at UTHM. Next is data collection method. Field research. This data is a primary data of the study. Field research method is used in this study is questionnaire. This is the diagram of data collection method. Actually, from the questionnaire, each item is answered by marking one of the 5 Likert scale, namely 1 is strongly disagree, 2 is disagree, 3 between agree and disagree, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. Next is population and sample. Population that we get is 233 Bachelor of Degree student year 1 to year 4 from Faculty FAST. And then the sample that we get from Table Morgan is 144 respondent was selected. Last from chapter 2 is data analysis. This data will then be analyzed by using SPSS software. The data were analyzed using descriptive analysis and inference analysis. Descriptive analysis is used to see the frequency, the percentage, mean, and the standard deviation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Wan Muhammad Hakib bin Wan Aida Fairoz. Will be presenting Chapter 3 Analysis of the Research. Okay, next. As we can see, Section A, Gender of the Respondents. Based on Table 3.31, shows that the number of respondents who answered the questionnaire was made up of women with more than men. Female respondents accounted to 89% with 61.8%, while men responded to 55%, which is 88.2%. Okay, next is the respondents' age. Okay, as we can see from the table 3.32, the number of respondents at the age of group 19 to 21 years was 56% with 38.1%. Meanwhile, for the age group 22 to 24 years, 73% were 50.7%. Furthermore, the ages of the 25 years and above shows that only 15 people, that is 10.4%. Age rating between 22 but 24 years old is the highest number of respondents in the questionnaire, since most of them are from university students themselves. Okay, next is the races. Okay, based on 3.3 table, the number of Malaysian respondents recorded the highest number of respondents is 131 persons, which is 91%. Meanwhile, for the Chinese people, 10 people only, that is 6.9%, followed by the Indian nation of 3 people equals to 2.1%. This shows that Malays are the majority of the respondents. Okay, now we will see the respondent department. Alright, based on table 3.34, the number of respondents from the Department of Physics and Chemistry is 33%, equals to 22.9%. While the respondents from the Mathematics and Statistics department were the highest number of respondents, that is 59%, that is 41%. Next is 52 people, are equivalent to 36.1% from the Department of Technology and Natural Resources. Okay, next we can see the respondents program. On table 3.35, respondents from the Bachelor of Science Applied Physics program with honors of 22 people equivalent to 13.9%. Respondents of Bachelor of Science Industrial Statistics with honors that have around 34 people, that is 23.4%. Meanwhile, the Bachelor of Science Mathematics Technology program with honors only 35 people is equivalent to 24.1%. And for the Bachelor of Science Food Technology program with honors has around 24 people, that is 16.6%. Then the respondents from the Bachelor of Science Biodiversity and Conservation program with honors consists of 31 people, presenting only 21.4%. Okay, now we can see the year of respondent study. Based on 3.36, respondent can be divided into 4 different years. Year 1 is 47 people with 32.6%, while Year 2 was 31 people with 21.5%. Year 3 has 43 people, that is 29.9%, and the minimum number of respondents, that is 23%, with a percentage of 16.0% from Year 4. Okay, next is, we can see from the academic admission respondent. Okay, from the table 3.36, the academic admission of the respondents for this faculty is STPM, as many as 19 people, equivalent to 13.2%, while the majority of respondents are matriculation or center of education, that are 85 people, consists of 59%, and next is 17 people, that is 11.8% of respondents representing UTHM University Diploma Degree and Diploma of Public University Diploma. that is 33%, equivalent to 16.0%. Okay, now we see from the table the frequency of using F4C in one semester. Okay, we can see from table 3.37, frequency of F4C usage in one semester is between 1 until 2 times use is 52 people equal to 36.1%. Okay, the usage of 3 until 4 times 44 people has recorded, equivalent to 30.6%, and the frequency of using the F4C exists 5 times, recorded from 48 people, equaling to 33.3%. This indicates that this faculty student still uses the F4C throughout the semester.
Assalamualaikum. My name Nur Aisyah binti Ahmad Noor. I will present about analysis of the internal consistency. Okay. The first is indicates the value of internal consistency constructing acceptance factor of full online classroom use. 2. In the construct of the FOC acceptance factor, alpha Cronbach value is the highest of 0.980 with 27 items. 3 is for the construction of the FOC, the alpha Cronbach value is 0.944 with the number of items of 16 items. Therefore, it is clear that every question and answer is understood by every respondent. And lastly, it is evident that each variable has a Cronbach alpha reliability test score of not less than 0.7 as set out in the reliability test standard. Okay, next I will explain about normality test. Normality test. First, Kolmogorov, Smirnova and Shapiro-Wilk tests were conducted to obtain normality data. The number 2, as a result of analysis, shows that all items have the same significance value of 0.00. If a significant value of more than 0.05 indicates that the data is normally distributed, when the value of significant less than 0.05 data is abnormally distributed. For part 2 and part 3, significant value less than 0.05, it indicates abnormally distributed data. However, according to Chua 2006 and Helen 2013, the data has a normal distribution if the number of samples involved is greater than 30 samples. And lastly, fast student distribution data on the use and FOC acceptance factor in UTHM is normal because the number of samples is 144. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Abidul Osman. I will present to you about the finding objective study. Okay, first, the objective is identify the level of readiness of a faculty of applied science and technology FAST on the use of the full online classroom FOC. Okay, the use of online classroom in learning for FAST students is at a good level with high knowledge to use media and technology as an intermediate medium to connect with each other in the context of learning. Second, respondents state that their users rate for full online classroom FOC was over. This feedback indicates that student has high knowledge about the use of the online classroom FOC. Okay, for the objective 2, understand the level of understanding of the student of FAST on the 20th century learning technology. Okay, first student has the understanding about in using the full online classroom FOC at high level as they use media and technology much. The rate of technology utilization is also frequent, and researchers concludes that students are familiar with technology in learning. Okay, for objective 3, evaluate the full online classroom FOC, acceptance factor and the perception of student facilities among Faculty of Applied Science and Technology FAST. Okay, null hypothesis, there is a significant difference between gender and FOC application usage. For the alternative hypothesis, there is no significant difference between gender and FOC application usage. From the table shows there are significant difference between gender with application usage. T is 144, 1.960. P is less than 0.05. Therefore, there is a solid evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Okay. For the finding objective 4, review the likelihood of student behavior toward full online classroom FOC, acceptance in teaching and learning activities. Analysis of this section is to see a significant relationship between the level of FOC use and the acceptance factor of the FOC. The inferential analysis test involved is the correlation test to answer the question of the research that has been made. Normalization tests have been conducted and indicate the distribution of data is normal and is eligible for an inference analysis test. The value of the relationship strength based on the Cohen 1998 is as follows. You can see the table. Null hypothesis, there is no significant relationship between the use of the FOC and acceptance factor of the FOC. Based on the table, you can see the null hypothesis is there is no significant relationship between the use of the FOC and the acceptance factor of the FOC. And alternative hypothesis, there is a significant relationship between the use of FOC and the acceptance factor of the FOC. Okay, based on the table show that was strong relationship between FOC usage and FOC usage factor. Okay, the last findings of objective 4, based on the table shows there was a strong relationship between FOC usage and FOC usage factor are equal to 0.689. P is more than 0.05. There is significant relationship between the use of the FOC and the acceptance factor of the FOC. Therefore, there is strong evidence to reject the statement that there is no significant relationship between the FOC and the FOC acceptance factor. Okay, just for me, thank you.
Assalamualaikum, and my name is Nur Amelina. I will present about finding and conclusion. So, number 1, finding of the research that we can load demographic background information respondent. According to the valid percentage of responding that we collect, this applied physics program is 13.9%. Second, industry statistic 23.6%. Mathematical technology program 24.3%, and food technology program 19.70%, and lastly biodiversity and conservation program 21.5%. So according to the 5 respondent concerns of Malay with 131 students, 10 Chinese students and 3 Indian students. So respondent of 22 years to 24 years old were the majority, is the total represent 15.7%. 19 to 20 years old by 38.9%, and lastly age 25 years and over representing 10.40%. For conclusion,
from the finding that we get, the use of the full online classroom FOC is for 5 students at the UTHM Pago to responsible is positive. So the second effect is the found with the degree of readiness of student first on the use of FOC in teaching and learning activity of 21 century at a higher level. Okay, the lastly is the student acceptance factor of FOC application, because it can help the student to make a reference online rather than reference material in the library. Okay, so that's all for our group. Thank you.